The San Antonio community losing a leader in the arts world. Miss Jo Long-Williams, former executive director of the Carver Community Cultural Center, passed away peacefully on October 12th at the age of 71. Our John Paul Barajas brings us her story and her last request of a community she proudly served.
From 1976 to 2000, Miss Jo Long-Williams brought countless artists and performances to the Carver Community Cultural Center, making it globally recognized as a leading cultural institution.
A lot of people have talked about her as being a visionary, and that's really an understatement. There's not a lot of words we can use to accurately capture the impact that Jo had on the cultural landscape of not just San Antonio, but really on a national and even to some extent a global level.
Williams' visionary multicultural programming and uncompromising commitment to equal access brought not just great artists to San Antonio, but artists that would have never come to our community prior to her programming. And there was no shortage of cultural representation. Many were artists of color.
She wanted to make sure that regardless of economic resources, whatever other barriers may exist, that the Carver was someplace where anybody could come and experience exemplary art and learn about different cultures from around the world.
Many credit her for laying the framework for so many other cultural arts institutions and for the success of artists as she supported them during the early stages of their careers. It's been over 20 years since she worked at the Carver, and her presence and impact is still felt.
Whenever I go to conferences or in other spaces outside of San Antonio and I mention that I'm from the Carver, without fail, someone or multiple someones will come up to me and talk about how influential Jo was in either their career.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.